You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
And we come in around the corner, and then that's what we see.
Oh.
And there's a sign at the bottom.
Okay, they didn't get it all together.
It's,
I need to talk to them because
what's it missing?
they're missing the side pieces, which I did tell her about. They should have been with those blades. There's two pieces that hold that part up that zigzags. So maybe if they would let me get in there, if they have that brown suitcase and let me in there, I would fix it for them pretty quickly.
Hey, Tony.
Hey there, how are you?
Good. So
Good
did
to
you
see
see
you.
where we put
Yeah,
it?
fantastic.
Yeah, we had to figure out some place that was not going to be, people
think
can't
that's
touch it
perfect.
because it's very fragile.
Yes.
I mean, you really don't realize how
Well,
delicate it is.
I'm going to help you make it more stable today. There's two things that were left off in the construction that were in that brown suitcase. I can help you put them back on.
But
real
nobody's
quickly.
touching it, so I don't think it matters.
Oh, it does. What's
Okay.
that part that comes out?
Okay, well, let's
has
go back
a,
and do it.
Yeah, I think it's a natural thing because there's a lot of storing to this. Yeah, that's it. It's
I figured, but I didn't know how it went.
Yeah,
so.
and one is the top and one is the bottom, and they look alike. So let me help you
Yeah.
here. There's a little box there, and I'll get to it. It's,
I'm going to be filming some of this. So,
Oh
but
yeah, just don't take any pictures of the painting.
No,
just that
just-
painting. Yeah,
it's-
good. Great.
that's why I wanted
Yeah.
you to know that.
Perfect.
So here's what I want to do.
How are you today?
Good.
Thank you so much for finding a place for this.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
rearranged everything in here so we could, and then just people can look inside. And
That
you saw,
is perfect.
You saw
Perfect.
like all your press stuff is here, but I just left it in there, and I just made this
Well,
so that people would
that's
see
just
it.
there to help you.
Right.
If you wanted to do
Right.
a display telling the story at some point.
I was asking Tony, how did he get Ross to paint this? And when did he first meet Ross to get him to do this?
Well, he did it in 1978.
That's right, that's when I got married. And what happened was we had hired Ross to paint our truck, our circus truck for McCormick.
Right.
And
Yep.
so and I also had worked with Ross at the state fair when we did a show called Safety Sheriff. And that was a show that he painted the puppet booth for us.
Yeah. Right.
And I remember him doing it, and he was so quick. He didn't use any brushes, everything was sponges and regular house paint. And he just went to town. Like, he just, in a very quick period of time, man, he knocked this thing out.
he was fast.
And it looked like $1 million, which
Yeah.
is, everything did. And we were just talking about Carney Flash a little bit. He was an expert, right?
Yes.
Carney Flash. where
Yes.
It always just looked phenomenal, whatever it was. Big Snake or whatever it was.
So tell her about the booth itself. When did you buy it and why did you buy
So
it?
this I bought from Disco Display.
Really?
Yeah, and this is a manufactured illusion by a company in Singapore called Chu's Illusions. And so these were, thank you for holding that. These were, I don't want to pinch you, but there should be a way in this. There we go.
Okay.
These were manufactured for magicians.
Oh,
and
wow.
They come
And
apart
Disco
and they
Display
fold up.
had it.
He bought this from Chu's and was,
Wow.
renting it out and was going to sell it to a magician. And one day I walked in with the lovely Leslie, and he said, "You kids, I got this great box and magic box just made for you, and $600." That was a lot of money at the
It
time.
was, but I bet it's like 5 times that now to do something like this. This
Well,
is really
what
elaborate.
really makes it valuable, of course, is the paint job, because the illusion,
Was it like just plain gray or something?
it had modern art on it. The orange paint that you see on the front was original. So there was kind of an abstract design that looked very plain, and all of them looked the same, and I didn't want one that looked like everybody else's.
Right, no.
And so I said, "Can you Egyptianize this box for us?" And he said, "Oh yeah, I got some great ideas, and I can put the hieroglyphics and I'll lay some mylar in." He put this gold mylar in here. That's the flash.
Yeah.
And so I said, "Great." And so it was his creative idea. There's even some faces that come together as this zigzags.
Yeah.
that you don't see until he does. So once he put this together, then the lovely Leslie and I came up with a little routine. And in the
great.
routine, we told a story, and the story was that this is a sarcophagus from Egypt. And,
Here's the pictures I took of my granddaughter.
oh my
Isn't that
goodness,
cute?
she's perfect.
I know.
Perfect for that. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but that's where we realized
Fond
how
memories.
fragile it
This will
seemed.
make this more more stable for you,
Okay.
as you see.
Yeah.
So now when we zigzag it out, it's gonna have something.
Wait,
And so what was this for?
Oh, I covered it so that when I rolled it out on stage, it wasn't apparent what it was, and I'd
Oh.
whip that off, and here it is, the
Perfect.
sarcophagus.
Perfect.
And I said, this is the sarcophagus of Princess Nefertiti, the Virgin Princess of the Nile.
Never done.
And
That's great.
so what else happened in the story?
so what happens is the princess wants to marry the magician, and the king says to the magician, if you can fool me 3 times, you can have the hand of my daughter.
Oh.
And although it sounds like a very romantic story, he doesn't fool the king, not one bit. And so the king orders that the princess be entombed in this sarcophagus, and that her parts be separated so that they can never be reunited with, because they believed in reincarnation.
Ooh.
And it says all this right here. It says, time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like a banana. Right over there. Everything is right here in hieroglyphics.
It's a code. It's a
I
code.
believe you.
I'm sorry that this has taken me so long, but this is one of the reasons why I didn't do the illusion very much, because it took about 45 minutes to put it together,
Oh, I believe it.
and then it took another 45 minutes to take it apart. It all folds up.
Yeah.
So eventually I had that giant box design.
Yeah,
especially
that
for it.
box is, well, in fact, that's what took us so long before we figured out where we could put it, because it was so big. We were measuring the box, and where
Yeah,
are we going to
people-
put it? How are we going to get it in here? How are we going to do it? And then somebody had the bright idea, well, maybe we should open it and see how big it actually is.
It is
and
on
then-
wheels.
And it's on wheels, and so it was like, oh,
Yeah, I
duh.
wondered
Yeah.
as we walked in, I
Yeah.
said, wow, how did they get that
Yeah.
in there?
Yeah, well, it made it, so the box is still in storage, because we couldn't
Yeah.
get it back there at all.
So you see why I do card tricks now.
I totally see that.
The thing about this that's great about, and one of the reasons I really like this illusion, is that it can be done surrounded.
Right.
And that's one of this. There aren't too many illusions that you can do surrounded, because
Right.
most of them have a bad angle that you
Right.
have to protect, and that's one of the reasons why I like this illusion, was that it could be done anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And but it didn't get much use, and that's why the paint job is in
So
good shape.
good,
And I
yeah.
had that box designed to protect it too over the
Yeah.
years. And,
Well, I think that's something we should.
I think that would be
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, and you know, October Balloon Fiesta is a good time.
Oh, because you'd have a crowd up
Yeah,
here.
right.
This could even, be done anywhere outside,
Right,
even if
exactly.
there was.
Right, as long as we kind of have a little, we'd make a little platform, make
Uh-huh.
a little, just a little temporary stage or
Yes,
something.
and we'd have to
With
find a
plat-
nice girl up here in your village
Exactly.
that would like to be
Well, I'm thinking
zigzagged.
Sarah might be really
Oh,
good.
oh,
You
that'd
think
be
Sarah
great.
out here? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she'd be good. She's got that long hair. She'd be just like perfect.
Yes, yes. And that would be
Have
fun
you
to
asked
do
Sarah about
somebody-
this yet?
No, we want
Oh,
to
I'm
surprise her.
Yeah, we want to
Surprise. That's something you always surprise people with. We're gonna cut you in
Here,
3
is this-
pieces. I think this one here will work.
Here, this one went
I was
through.
having a hard time getting ones that fit the wingnut part, and I don't know if that will fit this wingnut. They're mismatched, so, but I know it fits this one if it doesn't.
Okay, well, let me just see if.
I want you to know,
Maybe not. Yeah.
this is making Tony really happy.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, this one actually does fit.
Does it? Okay, excellent. That'll work.
I couldn't do it
Back in.
that way.
Okay, great.
Um,
Well, now, when I saw the picture and I saw these weren't on there, I thought, well, we want to get that stable for you. And
so, like, But okay, to move it out of here, if we're gonna do this thing, then we have to take these down, don't we?
We can.
Yeah.
And I think probably
It
would be
was
a good
pretty
idea. It
tricky
doesn't take that.
It was
Yeah, just, yeah.
It took 3 of us to get it in here.
Oh, yeah, because you want to be careful that you
Right,
don't
we
want to
wanna
scrape
be-
the
Oh,
paint.
it's the same way that we
Yeah.
got in here. It was
Yeah,
tough for
right.
people. So you don't have, nobody filmed this, you guys dragging this in here?
That would have been the show. So how did they get it up that sidewalk?
That's, to me, that's the movie, you guys dragging this box in here.
Now, do you want to keep the materials with the box? Maybe that's a good idea.
Well, yeah, oh yeah, that's why I think,
And,
that's why I wanted to, like, that's why I have it with that thing on there, so I know where everything is.
Okay, all right. So this is...
how does, like, this goes through the other side, doesn't it? Yeah.
Let me help you.
Oh,
Because there is a certain-
now I know how this trick works.
there's a certain thing.
Uh-oh, she's gonna cut somebody else in two.
See, one side is bigger than the other side, so
Okay.
we want that short side on the inside. And then there's a little railing that this comes down onto. And
Yep.
that goes right through.
We kind of decided that it would be kind of cool to leave it more like this, so you get the idea that this is what it is. Do you know what I? or
Well,
is that
you
not a good
run
idea?
the chance of warping that wood if you do that. The
Okay.
weight of that eventually will maybe
Okay.
warp that, so I wouldn't recommend that. But it doesn't have to be all the way through. And yeah, and in fact, you don't have to have it through. You could have the blade.
Oh, we could have it like that too.
the
Yeah, let's do
outside.
that. That's good.
And then one blade in
I
there, and you
like
get that
collaboration.
idea.
That's
Now
good.
we can zigzag
Yeah,
it
let's
out.
zigzag it, because that's what makes it kind of fun. I'm holding on to it. Oh, yeah.
What happened?
Nothing,
Nothing.
this, nothing. We got it,
Oh.
okay, I see what's going on here now. See, I didn't know that's.
You didn't know the magic behind the trick? Where is, I'm trying to, wait, she needs to weigh like 1 pound if she's hiding in there.
No,
So-
it worked, we worked it.
What
Or is there
happens
2
is-
people? One.
Yes, she is in here,
You're gonna-
and she
I'm-
is.
She has to.
It's okay to film this?
No,
Well,
I have to.
we have to shoot everyone. Yeah, but we can tell you. But yes, that's how it should look at the end, and that's why this slides a little bit. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's the way it looks. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.